Oh, and welcome to the channel. We're up in the car park in the sky, ready for Braes, and we've just witnessed a fantastic sunset with the drone. So I will show you that footage in the video. There's a few people up here. I think the people came up for that camper van up here as well. Maybe they're going to stay the night here. You just up for the sunset? Oh, right. I just come up for the sunset, me. See what it was going to be like. Right, if you look over there, you can see the Highlands over there. You'll see Ben Lomond for sure, where I was yesterday. Right over in the distance there. Look at that, that's the Trossachs. Loch Lomond and everything's all that way. There's midges about tonight, I'm not staying here long. There's a lot of midges about and they're doing my nutting. And if you look over there, there's Paisley in Glasgow. Well, this is the car park of the sky, notorious for doggers, I think, at night. So I've been told. Quite a few people up here are enjoying the nice weather, because it's like a Mediterranean summer we've got at the moment. We're in Scotland. 24 degrees a day, I think, and 26 yesterday, 27, something like that. Look at that view. That's some view, that. You see right into Glasgow. Beyond. Clydebank, Paisley, everywhere. Johnston, Elderslie. It's all there in front of you right now. So it is. So I don't like these midges because they just love me, and that's why I don't like them. They're landing on me, they're biting me, they're eating me, they're loving me. It's amazing. I look down there, that's the reservoir. I think it's Glennifer reservoir down there. We've been up here before. If you watch the Glennifer Braes video, car park in the sky, you'll probably see a lot of this as well. And I think this is where I did my first drone flight up here. First flew my drone here, we were on. So I'm going to stay here long. Go to another place. I'm going to go to another place where there's another car park and see what the view's like for up there. The midges are all over the place, aren't they? I'm getting out of here. They love me too much. Well, I wasn't expecting so many midges up here. We're pretty high up. The nearest water here is Glennyford Reservoir down there. But there is a lot of midges. And I'm just no putting up with that. I'm going somewhere else. Well, I didn't tell you the reason I came up here tonight, because it is summer solstice. It's the longest day. And I wanted to see it then. It was actually around 10 o'clock. It's 10 past 10 now and it's still daylight here. The sun's on its way down. It's almost on the horizon. We can't see much yet because of the cloud there. But I'm in another wee bit now where this is another car park. It's not the car park in the sky, but it's in Glennyford Braes here. And I'm going to put the drone up here now, so we'll see a wee bit of this drone footage. Look over there, you get an idea of the sunset. It's still light in the sky up there, even though the sun went down. But there's a few cars up here. I don't know what they're doing up here, but they're up here anyway. And I'm going to leave because it's going to be dark soon. Very soon. Look at that, red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. Well, I'm on Arkelston Road, it's dark now, and I'm going to do something I've not done for a wee while. And that's just do a wee driving video and show you a wee bit of Paisley. This is a road that the road's actually closed down that. You usually go to the motorway that way, but it's closed now because a lorry hit a bridge down there. But so I thought I would do a wee drive down through the town and show you a wee bit of Paisley. So we're in this area here's Gala Hill, and it goes, it's sort of between the railway line, it's the main Glasgow Central line, and the Renfrew Road. So we'll take a wee drive up to the West End. The West End's meant to be the roughest part of Paisley, but it's sort of back to front with everywhere else. It's usually the East End, but Paisley's the West End. But I've lived in the West End of Paisley, and I thought it was alright. I lived in Walker Street for quite a year or two, and I thought it was fine. You know, loads to do there, lots of shops. I'll show you anyway. All these speed bumps. It's still quite the sky's still got a bit of brightness to it, you know. The sun's gone down maybe half an hour ago, but because the world is round, then you still see the sun in the sky, the sort of brightness, as you can see up there. The longest day, it's now quarter to 11, and as you can see there's still a bit of brightness. It's not completely dark. Paisley Abbey. It's a Saturday night, so might be a wee bit going on in the town, you never know. We're on Weir Street, and this takes you onto Old Snedden Street, which is where Gilmore Street railway station is. Gilmore Street being the other side on County Square, which is mostly pedestrianised now. Paisley's quite a busy wee town, especially the weekend. There's a few clubs and stuff, you know. You do see some sights here driving about at times. So what we're going to do is do a bit of your circle, go up the West End, come back through the town centre, then up the Glasgow Road, and then I'll be calling it a night. We're just passing Gilmore Street's railway station now, on the left. And then we go right up here, we go into, I think it's called St James's Street, this one. And that's the court there, right in front of us, that's the big court building there. And we're going to be going on to Underwood Road, which is where Jerry Rafferty used to live, the singer for Steelers Wheel, and the Baker Street fame. St Mirren's football ground into Fergusley Park, and then back round into the West End proper, what they call the West End. I've not drove around here at night for a long time, and it seems quite quiet at the minute. What's in front of us? There you go. They're right here. Fergusley Park used to be the most deprived area in Scotland. That's what they used to say it was. Everybody I've met that came from Fergusley Park loved it, you know. And when I say most deprived, it doesn't mean everybody was poor. I mean, I'm not saying everybody was rich. I'm not even saying there was rich people there. Some people that lived there became rich. The St Mirren's football ground on the left. But it's not. I don't believe it's where you grew up that makes you into a criminal or makes you violent or anything like that. I think it's how you are brought up, not where, you know. And I know quite a few people. I've got people in the family that come from Fergusley Park, and they're all brilliant people, you know. Good jobs, always never get in trouble with the police or anything like that, you know. Never had any problems, you know. Never got any gangs or anything like that. So there's Ham and Eggs on the right. It's a wee roll shop that I've sort of featured a couple of times now. Paul. See the shutters down. So we're on Fergusley Park Avenue now. Oh, I remember all these houses when I used to come up here when I was a kid to visit my uncle Andy, Manny May, and the houses were totally different. They were more of a sort of flats, you know, whatever. They were kind of also prefabs up here as well, back there on the right hand side back there. There's a lot of prefabs that were built probably just after the Second World War to house people that didn't have houses because their house was bombed. The Tanner Hill Centre on the left. I'm going to take a left here and then go up into the West End. So, saying I think, as if I'm sure, then I say I think. That's St Jesus Park for sure, I think. No. It's like that, innit? Never ever under no circumstances should you ever change your mind. Well, you can sometimes. So, we'll take a left here. That should bring us back down to Underwood Road. Aye. Right, this is Wells Street. Butcher up here, he used to open it at 6 in the morning, I think he opened. He used to sell all your stuff, bacon, eggs, tatty scones, rolls, sausage, everything he sold. And you could just get up, it was only like a 3-minute walk from me. Just go down there and get all your fresh stuff for your breakfast. At whatever time you wanted it, really. So then we're going into Well Meadow now. This is Well Meadow, and on the right that was Walker Street where I used to live, down there on the right. And then you've got the west of Scotland. Is it West of Scotland University? Yeah, University West of Scotland on the right, which is quite a popular university, isn't it? If you can't get into Glasgow University, you just go to that one. And accommodation at Paisley is probably cheaper than Glasgow anyway, you know, even though you're sort of Glasgow. So that was the notorious West End. Well, a wee bit here anyway. Let's see, Paisley Library on the left there. It's been renovated. Been out all day against you. We're in the town centre. Going up towards this is Causey Side Street now. And then we go into St Mirren's Brae, or St Mirren Street as they call it. The locals call it St Mirren's Brae, this wee bit here. And that takes you up to Paisley Cross. And this is Paisley Cross here. And the Polis. So, we've only got one more wee bit to go. And that is up the Glasgow Road. I'm actually saying Glasgow Road. So if you've enjoyed watching the video, then please like, subscribe. Please like, subscribe and share. hit the bell for notifications for future uploads, and very soon be to join the channel as well. So just think the stuff that I can put up for the people that do join to get a wee benefit out of it, to make it worth your while. So we've got a cathedral here in Paisley as well, and it's called St Mirren's Cathedral, and it's just up ahead on the left. You'll not see much of it with the darkness, you know, and where the camera's pointing, because I'm actually driving, I can not actually point the camera anywhere. There we go, lights on green. St Mirren's Cathedral is just there, you can just see it on the left of the screen. And this is Glasgow Road. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Cheery bye.